So we've it's another Thursday. It's a wet Thursday, and we're actually starting off and wanted to kick this week off with an introduction and highlighting a local business that is blazing a new trail in the world of fashion.
Oh,
Jerry, can you tell us? Can you tell us about Sonus Denim, please?
sure. Hey guys, I'm Jerry Kelly. I design clothes that make people look and feel sexy, stylish, and unique. And I have a small store out in Fairfax in Marin. I originally started designing clothes for Burning Man, and now it's my life. So I sell unique jeans, and I really help people kind of take their fashion game to the next level. It's more of a kind of an edgy slash rock and roll Burning Man look, and
And you
that's
just
what I
opened
do.
the store. You just
I
opened the
opened the
store in
store.
Fairfax.
I did.
Yeah.
I had
Where?
it.
So, are you in
Yeah,
the store right now?
I'm in the store right now. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So
are you hiding from customers?
I'm kind of down the back hiding. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. There's no one out. It's lashing rain out there, so it's pretty
Yeah.
quiet right now. Yeah.
Okay. Good. So, and then, so what's the setup in the store? You've got yeah, a whole kind of regular scenario, or do you have to like make people wait on the street and then they come in groups of how does that work in retail at the moment?
Oh, it's pretty quiet at the moment, but we haven't been pushing people out the door. Once they have their mask on and they come in, it's okay. I haven't been turning people away. you know, yeah, I'm not there yet to the new store, but we will be eventually.
Cool. And then, so where do we find you online? How do you? Can you
So if you
tell?
go to
Can you tell
Sonas,
people?
Sonas denim.com, and you'll find me there. Or if you're living in the Marin area, I'm kind of, I'm blasting out there. I have some Facebook ads running on a regular basis every day, reaching about, between 1,000 and 1,500 people. I do videos and then I have some photos. So I do some quirky, fun videos and I blast them out. I target certain people between the ages of like 35 and 60 into rock and roll, into Burning Man, and that's it. So that's where we're getting kind of a lot of our exposure right now.
Well, and you always have been a lead generating king,
Oh yeah, yeah.
Jerry. And but I love, there's a story of Sonus starting out where you convinced a famous model to do a photo shoot. Can you tell that story? You showing up at a beach in LA,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and being asked if you had a permit for
Sure, sure,
your.
sure.
Yeah, I love that story.
Oh yeah. So I was at one of these things called a gifting suite. So in Los Angeles, before the Oscars or before the Emmys and so on, they have things called gifting suites where they bring, brands along, and a lot of the time they have like C-listing, actors and actresses, and you give them some free apparel. They hook you in that you're going to have Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie show up. We always get some agents show up, and you get a few different, not the A-list celebrities anyway. So I went down there and I knew what was going on, and I called up about a day beforehand where they'd already booked in everyone. I said, listen, I've got a small booth. Is there any way you could come in? I've got, $500 or $600, which is usually about $7,000 or $8,000. So they said, look, we'll give you a bit of, I said, I've got a lot of free product. So basically they let me in. So I didn't really have a lot of free product. I just had some samples really. But anyway, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Janice Dickinson. She's like kind of the first supermodel kind of, she was around big in the back in the 80s and so on, 90s, early 90s. But anyway, I met her at the event. I didn't even know who she was, and she liked my clothes, and she says, listen, come out to my house. I said, I don't actually have a jean that'll fit you right now, but you really liked them. She says, come out to my house and we can get some photos and take it from there. So I called out to her house. I didn't know where I was going. I went into Beverly Hills, went into the canyon there, and knocking this door, she had like her agent there, like a publicist, all these people, and I just walk in with a bag of jeans. So anyway, she was expecting me to bring some photographers along, and I didn't. So I go into her house, and she basically, I was pretty real to her. I wasn't being all like starstruck type of thing. She tried on some jeans and she really liked them, and she said, "Look, I'd love to do a proper photo shoot with you." So I said, sure. And she goes, if you can get a professional photographer, maybe go down to Malibu, you get the permits and so on, and we can, get some real photos. So I knew this young up and coming photographer was really good. So I gave him 500 bucks to get, like, if I said, look, dude, I says, you get some great photos, I'll give you 500 bucks. You get me some 3 or 4 good shots. I says, Janice Dickinson's coming down with some of her crew. So anyway, she arrives down. She got her makeup artist and so on with us. We go down to Paradise Beach. It's called I forget the name of the place. The Paradise Cafe. It's on Malibu. So she arrives up with 2 or 3 people with her, and the agent comes over and says, "So you got the permits and everything sorted?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, I got all the permits." I had no permits. And we bring her out the back, and there's people are looking out of the bar and restaurant, what's going on, and I am terrified that these people are going to come out and actually look for permits.
Yeah.
And make a long story short, we were there for 45 minutes, got 3 or 4 good shots, and boom, I was able to post
And
them on
that
social media.
kind of launched a lot
Well, yeah, it
for
got me some exposure. I was able to
yeah.
then reach out to some papers and online fashion magazines and so on, and it gave me some type of credibility.
Yeah, and here you are now, starting out. If yeah, and you mail, if anybody looks online and wants to buy a pair of jeans, they can just order them, and you'll send them, right?
Oh, sure, sure, sure. Yes.
Yeah. So rock on. So good stuff, Jerry. It's
Thank you.
I love
Yeah.
that story, and thank you for coming on and sharing that. You can
Yeah.
hang out. We do a quick market update here. You're welcome to hang out and listen to the latest updates as far as the your old world of the mortgage business and real estate.
Uh,
Amazing.
yeah. We used to
Well,
blanket the streets. Yeah. And I
That's
put
nice.
those big
That's
flyers
Shane.
up. I put those, the big signs. They were 36 by 24. There was big yellow, ugly signs, and I put the same things on them. And I used to go out early in the morning. I'd staple them. I'd put a nail and I'd stick them like where it fell and Masonic and so on. And then I put them through the park. And we had people would call up and they'd leave a message or whatever. That's how I actually met my wife, through a big ugly yellow sign that I'd had. She originally came to try and buy a house off us. And
really?
I swear to God, yeah, she rang up and she listened to the message and she says, "Hey, my name's Christine. I'd like to buy a house. I'm trying to find financing." And make a long story short, I started talking to her, and then we ended up dating. Kind of crazy story. She never bought the house, and we ended up
She bought you, Jerry. She bought
bought
you.
me. But yeah, the
Yeah.
guerrilla marketing. Yeah, yeah. So cool.
uh, well, with the those yellow signs used to be the nickname for him was ugly yellows. So from
Ugly
an ugly
yellows.
yellow, you found a beautiful wife. So
I did, from
that's
an ugly yellow. And if I had my pitch
yeah.
down properly at the time, I was just so gun ho. Eddie will tell you, people call up, I'd be like, instead of asking them the right questions, I'd be like, what's your social? Let me run your credit. And Eddie used to joke and say, what's your social? Because I'd be like, and I was getting tons of leads, but I lost so many of them because I just didn't have I wasn't asking the proper questions. Like, that spin
Yeah.
selling book, it's an amazing book. But anyway, thank you. Yeah.
So rock on. I'll come. I'll be
Guys,
as things
pleasure.
open up.
Sean,
As things
Haley,
open
good
up,
luck.
we'll come see the store. All
Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
for sure.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Take
Best
care.
of
Thank you.
luck. Support
Cheers.
local business.
You know it. Good luck out there, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
He has some stories about you, Eddie. I'd like to hear them.
Yeah. There's a few. It doesn't seem like that long ago, but it's amazing. 17 years. I'm kind of getting old. Uh, Sean, how are things? It's getting late. What's the story with the mortgage market these days?
Rates are holding low. Nothing's changed yet. They're creeping up. It's gonna. I think we're gonna see a turn here soon. But so far so good. Just competitive. I'll just reiterate: if you're looking at buying a house, you got to have everything dialed in. The last minute offer thing doesn't work out. I got somebody accepted right before this in Montclair. There was
Nice.
only seven offers, so we beat 6 of them, which I'm excited about. And yeah, but it's just you got to be ready to go. So I'll keep it short. I know you got a lot to talk about.
curious on what percentage over around for Montclair on that multiple offer situation.
I don't know where we landed yet. The listing agent called me right before I jumped on here, and he's like, "Oh, I want your offer. We're leaning towards it." And I don't even know what the list price was. I'll let you know tomorrow. I just don't know yet. But I have it here. I'll give you one. I'll give you a San Francisco one. I have a client that is looking at a place. I think it's listed at 1.7. They're probably going to offer 2.3. So up to 2.3, up to 2.3. So I'll let you know where that one lands once we get there. But it's bananas.
Wow, it's bananas.
We offered on something in Berkeley, and it went over 40% over.
That's insane.
I don't know where exactly, but 8 offers, and
I think it sold well over 10% more than what it would have sold for a year ago.
Yeah. Well,
honestly,
and I think that's in
sold.
line.
What?
Oh, I'm just saying, I think that's in line. My mentor Barry Habib does these video updates for mortgage people every morning, and it's a broken record. It's constantly appreciation. Nationally, they're seeing 10% appreciation. If you're seeing 10% across the country, the Bay Area is always way ahead of that. So,
yeah.
We I would say that, like, even the house that I just mentioned, I think that it's just, if it were November or December, it would have been 5% lower at least. Like right now, it's fury. It's fury.
Yeah, right after MLK Day, everything changed. It was that I remember coming back on Tuesday and just being like, what just happened? And it has not stopped. The rain's nice. It's a little quieter tonight. I might get to not work tonight, which seems nice. So the phone stopped ringing a little bit.
Yeah. So and it's true. It's just it is just, and a lot of it is we're slightly lacking on inventory, but it also seems like a lot of new buyers in the market, like where we definitely it's just there is a little bit of an inventory crunch, but I still think that as we move forward, it's the more inventory's only going to slightly ease it, not kind of totally relieve it altogether. So
I just think the circumstances of COVID too are contributing to the pressure people feel for these offers. Like, I think I mentioned last week maybe that just to even get in to see a house right now is competitive. Like, you have to race to sign up for a slot. And then I've had, and I've heard of instances where people just can't even get to see the house before they take offers. And it's like, that's crazy to me, like, make more time, like put the date later. It's, give people a fair shot. But, I think that once we can get our vaccines in order and get a little bit back to normal and have some sort of open house scenario, it will, I think, relieve some pressure on people just like freaking out and feeling like they need to run at things, right? Like, this is a conversation I feel like I'm having with every buyer, which is just like, we have to do what's right for you. And I say this every week, I'm a broken record, but not necessarily what everybody else is doing.
Yeah. So, and then what do the numbers look like?
I'm gonna have to let you know because I don't have them in front of me.
You're sharing
pretty motherhood. I know, I'm not prepared. I've got stuff on me. Things are not like they usually are here, so I'll have to get back to you on the numbers. I apologize.
Awesome. No worries. No, there. Can we see your sick child?
Yeah.
Oh.
Baby.
Oh. So cute.
Yeah. He's cute and he's getting big and he's pooping.
Growing up. Well, what better way to finish on a cute puppy? You can't beat that. So
he's going to destroy something, actually. So
well, this has been Sean. If we're looking for you, where do we find you?
all over the internet. No, at Adventure Lender on Instagram. Just Google Sean Herrero and you'll find me.
Rock on. And then Haley, where can we be found in the dark when somebody's searching for light?
Elevation SF on Instagram. And we have some new cool videos of our newest listings, which is great and fun. And elevationrealestate.com, on our YouTube channel, and on Facebook.
On Facebook. All right. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Enjoy Valentine's Day. And we'll see you on the other side of that next Thursday for full disclosure.
Yep.
All right, you guys.
Full disclosure this time.
Full. All
Oh,
right.
good. All right, guys.
Thanks, you guys.
Rock
See you
on.
soon.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.